Welcome to Concept with Justin. Today, we're stepping into the vibrant world of outdoor landscaping. Exploring how to transform your exterior spaces, whether it's a front yard making that crucial first impression, a backyard retreat, or even a cozy patio, into lush, inviting extensions of your home. Forget just curb appeal. We're talking about creating personal sanctuaries, visual stories told through the thoughtful arrangement of nature's best elements. One of the key elements, offering unparalleled versatility in any well-designed outdoor space, is the use of potted plants. They are dynamic design tools, not just containers. Pots offer flexibility, allowing you to experiment with different arrangements and designs, and easily adapt to changing seasons or styles. Consider using pots of varying sizes and materials: terracotta for a rustic look, ceramic for a polished finish, or bold concrete or sleek metal for a modern, minimalist vibe. To add depth and interest, arrange pots in clusters, mixing tall plants like fiddle leaf figs or palms with cascading greenery like ivy or pothos. This layering effect creates a dynamic visual appeal, making even a small corner of your garden come alive. Moving to the flower beds, this is where creativity truly shines. A well-designed flower bed can serve as the heart of your garden, showcasing vibrant colors and textures. For a timeless look, opt for a mix of perennials like lavender, hydrangeas, and daylilies. These flowers not only bloom beautifully, but also return year after year with minimal maintenance. To enhance the visual impact, create layers within the flower bed, taller plants at the back, medium-height flowers in the middle, and low-growing ground cover at the front. The result is a cascading effect that draws the eye and creates a sense of abundance. The front yard, often the first impression of your home, deserves special attention. well-trimmed lawn is a classic choice, but you can take it a step further by incorporating structured elements like a manicured hedge or decorative fencing. These are foundational elements when aiming for order and symmetry. A painted white picket fence, for example, can exude charm, while a dark stained wood or wrought iron fence brings a modern, sophisticated touch. Let's delve deeper into a specific aesthetic that exudes elegance and order, creating a stunningly symmetrical front yard landscape that relies heavily on lush greenery, carefully placed flowers, and the unique verticality and texture of bamboo, used either in symmetrical pots or as formal hedges/screens. This style is about balance and precision. Imagine a central pathway leading to your door, perfectly mirrored on both sides by identical arrangements. This could involve matching rectangular planters filled with clipped evergreens, flanked by symmetrical beds containing both structural green plants and seasonal flowers for color. Incorporate bamboo strategically, perhaps contained in matching tall planters on either side of the entrance for a dramatic vertical statement, or planted as a neat, contained screen along a property line within the symmetrical framework. The bamboo adds an exotic yet controlled element, its fine texture contrasting beautifully with broader leaves, while contributing to the overall lush, green, and impeccably balanced composition. The result is a front yard that feels grand, intentional, and refreshingly verdant. For a distinctive and modern twist, consider incorporating decorative black stones into your landscape. These stones can be used to outline flower beds, create borders along pathways, or even form the base of a minimalist rock garden. Their sleek appearance contrasts beautifully with the vibrant greens of plants and the soft hues of flowers, adding a sophisticated edge to your outdoor space, working particularly well within structured, symmetrical designs. The backyard is where you can truly let your imagination run wild. If space allows, create distinct zones: a lounging area with comfortable outdoor furniture, a dining area under a pergola draped with string lights, and a garden area filled with lush greenery. feature, such as a small fountain or pond, can introduce a calming element to the space, while a fire pit surrounded by cozy seating can make the area inviting year-round. When selecting plants for your oasis, think about how they contribute to the overall atmosphere. Large leafy plants like monstera or banana trees evoke a tropical vibe, while succulents and cacti bring a touch of the desert. For seasonal interest, include a mix of evergreens and deciduous plants. Evergreens provide year-round structure, crucial for maintaining the form of symmetrical designs or the presence of potted arrangements, while deciduous trees and shrubs offer changing foliage and blooms that mark the seasons. Vertical gardens are another exciting way to maximize your space while adding a unique aesthetic element. These living walls are perfect for small spaces or urban environments where ground space is limited. A vertical garden can be as simple as a wall-mounted metal grid with hanging pots, or as elaborate as a fully integrated system with irrigation. Use a mix of greenery and flowering plants to add texture and variety. Herbs like basil, thyme, and parsley not only look beautiful, but are also practical for cooking. For those interested in a low-maintenance garden, there are plenty of options that don't sacrifice beauty. Succulents, cacti, and drought-tolerant plants like agave or yucca require minimal care and water. Ground covers like creeping thyme or clover can replace traditional lawns, reducing the need for mowing. Gravel gardens, which use stones and hardy plants, are another stylish and low-effort option. Certain types of bamboo can also be relatively low maintenance once established, but choose clumping varieties to prevent unwanted spreading, especially in formal designs. For those who love to experiment, try incorporating unexpected elements into your garden. A mirror placed strategically can create the illusion of more space. A vintage bicycle with a basket of flowers can become a charming decorative piece. Even an old door or window frame can be repurposed as a quirky garden feature. A garden is not just an aesthetic addition to your home, it is a living, evolving masterpiece. By layering thoughtful design, sustainable practices, and a touch of creativity, you can build a space that is not only visually stunning, but also deeply functional and meaningful. A garden oasis or a formal landscape is as much about the experience as it is about the design. Let's begin by talking about enhancing sensory elements, a crucial yet often overlooked aspect of outdoor spaces. A truly immersive garden engages all five senses: sight, smell, sound, touch, and taste. For sight, consider playing with contrasts and focal points, or harness the power of repetition and balance found in symmetrical designs. A mix of textures, colors, and shapes can create a visually stimulating environment. For example, juxtapose the delicate, feathery texture of ornamental grasses with the bold, structural lines of succulents, or the linear form of bamboo stalks. Use color theory to your advantage. Warm colors like red, orange, and yellow draw the eye and create energy, while cool colors like blue, green, and lavender promote relaxation. Adding vertical elements, like trellises with climbing roses or contained bamboo in tall pots, can elevate the design and add a sense of depth. When it comes to smell, fragrant plants are the key to creating an atmosphere that soothes and uplifts. Lavender, jasmine, and gardenias are classic choices for their calming scents, while herbs like mint, basil, and thyme add a refreshing aroma. For a unique touch, consider night-blooming flowers like moonflowers or evening primrose, which release their fragrance at dusk, adding a magical quality to evening gatherings in the garden. Sound is an often underutilized element in garden design. The gentle trickle of a water feature, such as a fountain or small pond, can create a calming backdrop. Wind chimes made of bamboo, metal, or even glass add a melodic quality as they sway in the breeze. The rustling sound of bamboo leaves is another distinct auditory element that can enhance a space. For a more immersive auditory experience, plant vegetation that attracts birds, like berry bushes or sunflowers, and install bird feeders or bird baths to encourage their presence. Incorporating touch into your garden design adds another layer of engagement. Choose plants with interesting textures, like the velvety leaves of lamb's ear, the spiky fronds of ferns, or the smooth culms of bamboo. Use materials like smooth river stones, rough bark, or soft moss in pathways or decorative features to create a tactile experience. Even outdoor furniture can play a role. Choose seating with cushions made from natural fabrics, or rustic wooden finishes for added warmth and comfort. Finally, let's talk about taste. A garden oasis can double as a source of fresh, delicious ingredients. mix of culinary herbs, fruits, and vegetables to bring your garden to life in a literal sense. Imagine stepping outside to pick fresh basil for a homemade pesto, or harvesting ripe tomatoes and cucumbers for a refreshing summer salad. Berry bushes, citrus trees, And even edible flowers like nasturtiums or pansies can add both beauty and flavor to your outdoor space. Another area worth exploring is seasonal adaptability. A well-designed garden should remain beautiful and functional throughout the year, offering something unique in every season. In spring, focus on early bloomers like daffodils, tulips, and crocuses. These flowers bring vibrant color to your garden after the dullness of winter. Pair them with shrubs like forsythia or magnolia, which produce striking blossoms. Spring is also an excellent time to refresh your garden beds and pots with compost or mulch to prepare for the growing season ahead. Summer is all about lush greenery and bold, colorful blooms. Roses, hydrangeas, and sunflowers thrive during this time, creating a vibrant display. Incorporate shade structures like pergolas or umbrellas to make the space comfortable during hot days, and consider adding outdoor fans or misters for cooling. Summer is also the season for outdoor gatherings, so ensure your seating areas are well equipped with comfortable furniture and decorative cushions. In autumn, the focus shifts to warm, earthy tones. Chrysanthemums, asters, and ornamental grasses can bring rich reds, oranges, and yellows to your garden. Add decorative elements like pumpkins, hay bales, or lanterns to celebrate the season. Autumn is also a great time to plant bulbs for spring, ensuring your garden is ready to bloom when the weather warms up again. Winter, though often overlooked, can be just as beautiful as the other seasons. Evergreens like pine, spruce, and holly provide structure and color when other plants have gone dormant. Add interest with plants that have unique bark, like birch or redwig dogwood, or those that produce berries, like winterberry. Well-maintained bamboo can also provide year-round green structure. String lights and candles can add warmth and charm, transforming your garden into a magical winter wonderland. Thank you for spending time with us today on Concept with Justin. found these ideas inspiring, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with friends who love landscaping and design. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest content. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, happy designing, and thank you for watching.